Nimakoma Kontiktanse, Nimatane, Etawapam Tukuk, all my relations. We are gathered here on Treaty 1 territory, homeland of the Anishinaabe Nation, Nehio Deni peoples. This is the homeland of the Métis Nation. C'est la terre de l'Uriel, c'est le berceau de la langue d'Amalière. Manitoba is also home to thousands of Inuit peoples, and we must never ever forget that we all live here together. Today, we reaffirm our dedication to restoring public trust in City Hall. Measures that include exhausting all means available to hold accountable those responsible for the Winnipeg Police Service headquarter overruns, creating a strong leadership culture at City Hall, implementing ranked ballots for mayoral elections, and allowing council to elect the Executive Policy Committee. As your mayor, I will work tirelessly to restore your trust in City Hall and the departments that serve you. And to city employees, together we will work to make the city a great place to work and promise to protect you when you see wrongdoing and want to do what is right and report it. We will continue to hold accountable those who were responsible for the police headquarters overrun, and will be implementing the following changes through the Integrity Commissioner at City Hall. 1. We will have the city compile and release an annual list of contracts awarded to campaign donors for mayor and council. 2. We will create a mandatory registry of the financial interests of the mayor, councillors, and their immediate family members, including their assets, liabilities, and real estate holdings everywhere. We will modernize conflict of interest rules so the financial relationships and holdings are not limited within Manitoba's borders. 4. We will establish an integrity certification for contractors. The Government of Canada and many other governments and organizations have established ethical guidelines for contractors, which, if broken, can result in contractors being barred from bidding on government contracts for a period of time. And we will limit contributions outside or beside the candidate and immediate family members to $500 in civic elections. The single largest issue surrounding many of the corruption scandals is a lack of transparency and open government. The ideas of accountability, integrity, and transparency are indispensable elements of any democracy, and the removal of one of these erodes our democracy and cause harm both to the level of public participation and economic efficiency. Now we're going to also look at creating a strong leadership culture in civic administration. We should not underestimate the power of the mayor's office working with the CAO to create a welcoming workplace and strong culture for servants whose job it is to meet the needs of Winnipeggers. Every employee should know that they are essential and important to the well-being of our city. We want to offer the highest level of service to citizens, and city employees must feel that they are listened to when they have suggestions and protected when complaints are made. I have met countless bus drivers, planners, waste and water employees, and call center employees who want to feel that their work is important and essential and recognized. And we need to foster a positive work culture where employees are motivated to give their best each and every day. So we will offer training to city management and those identified for succession planning in the leadership and management skills development. We need to develop the next generation of leaders of the city administration that have the skills and understanding about how we can make our city a better place for everyone. We are not here, though, to disparage the current work culture, but consider that continual efforts need to be made to see improvements so that employees are excited to come to work to serve the citizens of Winnipeg. This work culture will also apply to City Council, where there have been several disagreements between members of Council who feel excluded and cut out from decision making. We want to make certain that everyone at all levels can contribute to helping make our city safe, thriving, and livable for everyone. Now, next section is making every vote count, a ranked ballot. We will work with the province to put in place a ranked ballot. With a ranked ballot, voters will number their choices for candidates first, second, third, and so on. And if no candidate has over 50% of the votes, the candidate with the least number of votes has their votes redistributed based on the second choice of those ballots. And this process is repeated until one candidate gets over 50% of the votes. We near the end of this election for Winnipeg's next mayor with 11 candidates who all brought a wide range of ideas to the table. Under our current first-past-the-post system, Winnipeggers can find themselves voting against a candidate they don't want rather than for a candidate that they do want. A ranked ballot offers several benefits over the current first-past-the-post system. One, Winnipeggers can vote their conscience without having to vote strategically or worry about splitting the vote. Two, because voted candidates must carry and win a majority, campaigns may be less negative as candidates want their opponent's supporters to have them as their second choice. And three, it encourages a higher voter turnout, since people will know their vote will still count even if their first choice does not win. Democratic reform is so important, in part because turnout in elections is so low. In the 2018 Manitoba municipal election, voter turnout was 42.33%. To make our city better, we need leadership and ideas supported by the widest possible mandate. If we want City Hall to be focused on the public interest and the city as a whole, a ranked ballot is one way to ensure that the mayor and council truly have the support of a majority of voters. And we need to make sure your voice is heard. We need an elected EPC. Under the City of Winnipeg Charter Act, the EPC is established and councillors are appointed by the mayor with broad guidelines regarding its makeup. In effect, an appointment of a councillor to EPC by the mayor can act as either a carrot or a beautiful stick. And being part of EPC means more pay for a councillor. Not doing what the mayor wants could mean your removal from EPC. And this creates a de facto ruling bloc on council, making up the majority vote, pushing councillors not on EPC to the side and leaving some Winnipeggers feeling like they're not heard, meaning not all neighborhoods and communities are heard in our city. What Winnipeggers have told us is that in order for City Hall to regain their trust, it is important for the mayor to work with all of council and all communities across the city. In particular, to work with council without the influence of the EPC appointment process. To address this, I am proposing at the first meeting of council after a municipal election that the members of EPC are elected by council, and I will then appoint those members to EPC. Additionally, at least once a year, council will meet to re-elect or elect new members to EPC with the idea of a rotation, so all have an opportunity of serving. Thank you very much. Tapwe Akiki Tuam Truth, and until next time.